Hey guys, this is your boy Dale, and this basically I'm gonna start like uploading videos from start to finish about I'm gonna start with stocks. That's where my foundation is. That's where I had my first breakthrough with stocks. I started as a young kid, learning about the S&P 500 and learning about the Dow Jones, and not everybody gets into it, and it can be kind of technical as you go as you get older and you want to learn about it. So I'm just gonna do like an introduction video to it today. And the main thing you have to know about stocks and the whole financial market is that in order to really see gains in this industry, especially stocks, you have to be knowledgeable, you have to be patient, and if you really want to see the type of money that you want to see, you have to invest large amounts at a low risk. Risk management is everything because you want to be able to protect what you invest because there are going to be times where you're going to be wrong and you want to have contingencies in place to mitigate losses. And that's one of the main things I focus on: risk management, making sure that I'm not over investing, making sure I'm not impulse investing, but I'm making sure that I'm making the right decisions, right? So the foundation of investing is it's going to be basically what is a stock. And in simple terms, you're going to make it simple. You have stock, you have ownership in a company. You bought shares in a company. They usually make shares available to the public. They usually have some restricted shares, but let's just say, in simple terms, once you go in a brokerage and you buy shares, you own those shares. You have your piece of the company, right? You could go very technical. The person who owns 50%, that is the majority shareholder, and they can make decisions on the company. There are uh, employees, there are CEOs, there are all these different parties in the company, and you'd see that, like, let's use any stock as an example. We are on this website called Finviz. Been using it for over it's, since I was alive. It's probably been out, but I started using it when I was like 10 years old, and it's the website I always come back to because I like how they represent information. So it's just some free games. So they're gonna show you that they have insider trading, president and CEO. They bought 300,000 shares, the value. So there are all these entities within the company: director, CFO. They're going to be hedge funds trading. So there are different entities in that stock. So simply, stock gives you direct ownership into a company, right? So now that we know what a stock is, uh, how do we know good stocks? And I'll probably delve into that much deeper later on. But good stocks, you can have good stocks, but sometimes they don't always materialize into the price that you would like to see. Like an example of that is right now it's gonna be this stock I was looking at, right? Right. So this is a very good stock. It's a semiconductor. It's in the semiconductor industry. Very good balance sheet. But right now it's on a down trend, and it hasn't really found its footing back as yet because just the semiconductor industry has been a bit slow on their end, and all the hype has been going towards companies like Nvidia, right? Nvidia has been on the AI stream for so long. It's just been crazy. So sometimes the balance sheets, and I'll get into what's balance sheets, the financials, basically the financials of a company, just how much money they produce, how much money they earn, how much money they're losing. Those are the things you want to know about a company. But Nvidia has been putting out very good numbers, and they've been making a lot of money in terms of just AI. Anything with hype is gonna go. So I mean, sometimes you can get lucky with stocks like this, and these are the type of stocks you want to get in on and you want to get out at the hype. Right now, it's a lot of hype. Can it double? Can a stock like this double in price? Yes. Will it double? No one knows. But the money, the safer bet is always to buy stocks when they're low, sell when they're high, and don't be mad if you sold too early. That's okay. You could always get into another stock. But we're gonna. This is just an introduction video. This is one of my favorite websites. It gives you a real good, nice view of the market, And, we're going to get deeper and deeper, and I'm going to try to organize my thoughts from start to finish. But in this lesson, basically, the main thing is stocks, just your direct ownership of the company, and what makes up a company are financials. That's the most important thing because they have to report every quarter how they're doing. It has to be reported. It doesn't have to be audited at that time. It's audited in the last report of the year. The last quarter is supposed to be audited reports. That's the 10K financials, and we can look at that 10K financials. That's the last report of the year, right? It is what you report at the end of the quarter, and it's gonna be the last one of the last one in that quarter is gonna be reported. It's gonna be audited, right? The 10K is gonna be audited, and it's gonna be like all the reports before, and it's just gonna be like it has to be like a certified financial company is going to have to take all that information and verify it, because now, shareholders need to know how exactly the company is going year to year. Very important information. I mean, I look at the quarterlies, the 10Q, they're good information, but as you could see with some companies, if it's not audited, sometimes they can manipulate it. That's the problem we're having. So it's you have to be cautious, and you always want to make sure that the companies are doing the right thing when it comes to their finances. They're reporting it correctly. It's audited by a legitimate company. It's not being faked. Because if it's being faked and they start having problems with their 10K, which is the one that's supposed to be audited, then we're gonna have a lot of problems. So I don't want to go too deep. We're gonna just kind of look a little bit more, follow along with me, and hopefully I could clear my thoughts up and put it into a precise way where, people can understand exactly what's going on.